For many of the seniors, I mean, it's the last time they're ever going to put on a football uniform in the playing field, at least. And in games like tonight's Armed Forces Bowl featuring BYU versus Tulsa, the players will remember this game for the rest of their lives. Well, the Grand Junction Tigers also played like champions this year, but their quest to the top didn't start in 2011. It started with a loss to Regis Jesuit in the quarterfinals of the 2010 season, and then from there, they were dead set on proving their worth in the 5A, and that's exactly what they did in 2011. This year, Tim Tebow took the sports world by storm. Even people who didn't care about sports knew of this 24-year-old quarterback. In its own way, 2 minutes will not do justice to the magnitude of Tebow time. And the Nuggets up the road, taking on the Lakers in LA. Here's the fourth quarter. Nuggets up by 2. Ty Lawson, Al Harrington. Happy New Year right there. 85-80 Nuggets. Later in the fourth, Nuggets up by 3. Ty Lawson to Nene. Say good night with the signature slammed up. Take a look at this. 9 seconds left in the game. Down low, Gallinari breaks out for the wide open layup. He misses it. LA hangs on to win this heartbreak thriller. The final score 92-89. This is it, Bronco Nation. 18 seconds left in the game. Tebow with a chance to win it. Scrambles, looks left. The Chiefs close in. Tebow lobs it up. It's picked off to end the game. The Chiefs win this defensive struggle 7-3. Tebow 6 for 22 with 60 yards and 1 interception. The Broncos' third straight loss, but hey, everybody, it's not over yet for sports.
Good day for Denver.
Broncos, lose, but hey, Chargers win, so what? They're in. That's all that matters. They're in the playoffs. Well, Saplesio Field's always been the perfect minor league baseball stadium, but doesn't have a minor league team. But in October of this year, all of that changed. Rocking the top 11 sports stories at number 4 is the creation of the Grand Junction Rockies. One day after being named to the Pro Bowl, Denver Broncos cornerback Champ Bailey received another honor today. He's the 5th annual Darrent Williams Good Guy Award recipient. Even if you're not a football fan or a sports fan, I mean, these kids just play their hearts out. And a lot of them for the seniors, they're not going to go pro. They're not going to ever get paid to play. And that's why they just lay it all out on the line. Good evening, and thanks for making us Grand Junction's news leader. I'm Rob Hughes. Welcome back. Thanks so much for staying with us tonight. A new report blasts Amtrak for overlooking drug and alcohol use by its employees. Well, more than 80 go-kart racers are paying tribute to fathers in our military and emergency responders today by putting the pedal to the metal. But for one driver, the day was about honoring his son. And there's no question Colorado has been known to be a swing state when it comes to presidential elections. Republican presidential candidate Mitt Romney has opened his campaign headquarters for Colorado in Lakewood. That's a Denver suburb. And in Canada, pipeline break leaks 50 gallons of frack water in silt. It happened Saturday morning around 6:45 a.m. Officials say the breach caused the produced water to flow into Dry Hollow Creek, but didn't reach the Colorado River. Someone damaged multiple headstones and vases in the Calvary and St. Anthony sections of Grand Junction Municipal Cemetery. DIA is set to become the nation's 7th airport to start using a new browser-based technology. And a few construction projects to watch for this week that could delay your drive to work. Over 3,000 Americans died last year from fires. Now officials are encouraging you not to become a statistic. Well, law enforcement all over the state posted up at Red Robin's restaurants in an effort to raise money for the Special Olympics. Well, the car strikes a woman on downtown Main Street, then takes off. The hit and run happened just after 2:30 this morning. Grand Junction police reported to the scene in the 900 block of Main Street. Authorities say the woman was taken to the hospital and is in critical condition. The driver of the vehicle fled the scene and the case is ongoing. Count on KKCO 11 News to update you with the latest information as it becomes available. So you're everywhere and you're doing everything today, Crystal. We were talking about tennis earlier, right? And now we're talking about football, of course, Saturday. Right. And I know you'll be talking more tomorrow, Sunday football. Good job, Thomas. I don't think you can get any more beautiful than today.
I can hear the applause from the newsroom.
Gorgeous day. Gorgeous. We're on a roll, Crystal. The GJ Rockies win, and today, of course, yes. I don't want to steal your friend. The anticipation is building here at Central High School, where hundreds of people out here are waiting to see Governor Romney in lesson. And oh, come on, ladies, make some noise. These volunteers have walked thousands of miles and picked up thousands of pounds of trash. Here in Delta County, for example, on the side of the road, you can find beer bottles here, and here's a beer can. It seems like the trash is never ending and they want to give up, but what fuels their passion is the fact that with every piece of trash they pick up, they're making the world a better place. You probably can't see it, it's to my right. That's where the overflow crowd was. However, I was told by the Sheriff's Department that there might be some
Democrats or pro-President Obama supporters across from Central High School here.
There was a fish kill here today, but it was planned. Wildlife biologists are reclaiming Water Dog Reservoir of white suckers. Here's one right here. They say this is the most efficient, cost-effective way to reintroduce the rainbow trout so all anglers can enjoy this beautiful reservoir. The stats are pretty scary, actually. 3 out of 4 people wash their car every month, but only 1 in 7 correctly check their tire pressure and take a look underneath the hood. Now, AAA has actually released this checklist here to make sure that your car is running great and your mind is at ease. This used to be a very popular reservoir until these white suckers took over. This project is expected to be completed in mid-October, and then the rainbow trout will be reintroduced next year, so once again all anglers can enjoy this beautiful fishery.
Do you think a good quality then for a president would be to know something about business, of course?
But people were energized, they were chanting, they were excited. Then across the street there were about a dozen, perhaps 2 dozen protesters as well, and we did speak with them. Of course, they were not excited to see the president, but overall it was a successful event.
The adrenaline is rushing.
It changes everything.
Emotions running high.
Never really fully get used to it.
Time running out.
It's just relying on feeling and working with your buddies and working through it. Very difficult.
These firefighters are training to rush into a burning building to save one of their own.
You just kind of get used to that overwhelming sense of heat.
The high-pitched noise you hear is a device on the fallen firefighter.
It's pretty incredible, but that's what you gotta do.
The device means he's in distress and running low on oxygen.
I'm not gonna lie to you, if that was one of my buddies, our emotions would be running high.
These firefighters are frantically crawling toward their comrade, not knowing if he's alive or dead.
Just what's gonna get us in there quicker.
They need to get him out of the building ASAP.
That's why we train as well, so we know that we're not letting our buddies down.
The firefighters end up exiting the building the same way they came in.
This is one of the most difficult things a firefighter can do, to have to rescue one of their own.
Firefighters say there are a few minor things they can work on.
Time is of the essence with these type of calls.
But the important thing is no man was left behind.
Oftentimes firefighters, they don't make it because we just can't get to them in time.
Our sales were low anyway because of the ban on lighting them.
Timmy Meyer, owner of Fireworks City in Grand Junction, saw this coming.
My thought is it just kind of said, okay, close your doors and be safe for everybody and move on for this year.
Something that's difficult for any business owner to do.
We have no business because we had to shut the doors.
Now Fireworks City has become a ghost town.
Given that the circumstances of the drought and everything this year, it's totally understandable.
Meyer thought sales would be low, not banned.
Maybe a third of our income for the year.
These shelves are normally empty, but because of the fire ban, they're full. The lights are off. The door is locked. And they're going to have to retire the sign until next year.
The ban includes selling fireworks. You can't sell them. You certainly cannot light them or ignite them. At this point, you can possess them, but again, you cannot light those fireworks.
Kate Porras with the Grand Junction Police Department says the ban is as strict as it gets.
There are very, very few things that you can burn legally right now with the burn ban.
But isn't banning the sale of fireworks a little extreme?
It is pretty strict to not allow us to sell, but then again, you still have the people that'll come in that they're going to disregard the law, and that would end up being the people that we would sell to.
Meyer is satisfied the city is leading by example.
It is a little bit more reassuring to see that as well, that the city took that to heart too.
Meanwhile, she's hoping to make up lost revenue in the fall.
If the city will issue another permit for us to allow us to sell, what I probably will do is open up between Christmas and New Year's.
And like the rest of us, Meyer is hoping Mother Nature will cooperate next year.
Praying for rain for the rest of the year and that we don't have such a severe season next year, that we'll be open again next year for fireworks for the 4th of July.
In Grand Junction, Rob Hughes, KKCO 11 News.